Hello everybody, it's Nikos here. Hope you can all hear me and you can also see the chat. Thanks also for the updates and the charts again. Today since yesterday, we saw a few retracements on the pairs we are watching, right? But we still have the retracement trades going on. So on the euro US dollar, as we said yesterday, the price sitting between support and resistance in this wedge. We want to see a bounce here and then a clear break before we look for shorts. Otherwise, we only use the support and resistance areas for bounce trades and longs to target the highs, in this case, of the wedge. Yeah, now we are down here. So if you check, you'll see we just had this retracement after the bounce on support, first green candle or white candle, whatever, and price moved up only like 40 pips, and we still have since yesterday this range there. It's not really going anywhere, and I think everybody's waiting to see what happens with the NFP news. I think they are on Friday, right? They are on Friday again this week. Nothing changed there. So we might, except of the pairs that are already moving, we might see not much really on some pairs like the euro US dollar before NFP. So don't focus too much on the ranging pairs. Just wait for the price again to give us a direction. Remember, the weekly chart is still pointing up. This is a support line on the weekly chart. We have all these big 1, 2, 3s and always big retracements, and it always takes a long time before we really see a 300-400 pips move on the euro US dollar. So it's not worth fighting right now here. We just wait to see what happens. If the price really bounces or really breaks the support, then you know what to do anyway. USD CHF is the same story between support and resistance, a range. You can see it on the daily. You don't even have to switch anywhere. I mean, you can see it on the 4-hourly as well, a higher low, and then that, and the price is squeezed still between the 200 and the 633. So since yesterday we only got this retracement. That's about it. So again, here we wait. GBP US dollar, we got the break, of course, and we don't have a daily retracement yet, so no entries. And also on the 4-hourly chart, as we said yesterday, ideally would have been a retracement to the 36, but it really looks like the pressure is there and the price only retraced to the 12. Right now it's bouncing on the 12 and we have the first red candle in making. So everybody who's aggressively short already since the break or used the 1-hourly chart to get in, as we said yesterday, then you don't have to do anything. Okay, now everybody else, because the price already moved a lot, this is a retracement through the 12. So what you want to do is maybe using the 5-minute chart to look for entries. Here we had a 1, 2, 3, but it's still above the 200 EMA, then that means no good. So actually here you have only tiny retracement to the 12. That would be an aggressive trade. So ideally now you want to see to get this retracement back to here, and then you could use this as an intraday entry. And also if the price wants to go lower, you will make profits before it's reaching the 633, right? So will be a good thing to do if you watch intraday charts and you want to look for 5-minute setup, because it really could go down to here at least before it retraces. Remember the targets from the daily, actually from the weekly chart, Longer term could be the 36 EMA, and in extension even much lower. Now, so that is in making right now. In case somebody wants to wait and look for this setup, you can remind me later on if you see something, and we can maybe try it out together here as well as an intraday trade, using a retracement only to the 12, but using this 4 hourly 1, 2, 3 and the red candle, the 2 to 3 line break, for a reason to trade. Okay. To trade late. Okay, USD yen still going down. Yesterday, as we said, we will wait for the retracement. Maybe the price goes back to the 36. So it almost hit the 36. It stopped at the 633. This with a stop of about 80 pips went down 200, and it looks still like it wants to move lower. Remember the daily chart. We have our support line here, the 200 EMA, or this line, and that's about 190 pips. So good luck with that. Now to go short again, it's a retracement only the 4 hourly, only using it with a 5-minute combination. So in other words, again here the only thing you had after the price came out was a retracement to the 12, then the quick break. Okay, so it's not ideally what we want to see. It's very aggressive, so you need to wait for 36 retracement back as well if you get it. If not, okay, you just don't do anything. Maybe later on you get something on the 1 hourly chart. Target, of course, coming still from the weekly chart, about 100 to 150 pips, depending on how quick that moves. And the Aussie, Australian dollar, as we said, we're looking for this 1, 2, 3. And you see what happened yesterday. Price broke the resistance a little bit, like it did also here. And now it is retracing slowly. So hopefully we get this setup. USD CAD, it is a very powerful long uptrend, right? But because the price moved about 700 points since it started moving that quickly, we can expect a bigger retracement, okay, to the 12 or to the 36, of course. If you draw the line from down here, it would look like this. So there is space, okay, between 150 and about 400 points. Now on the daily, it's slowly going anywhere somewhere. And yesterday we still had this 4 hourly 1, 2, 3, and we said, okay, if you're long, you can hedge it up. So you had your short opportunity there. It's a 60 pip stop, but as you can see, no profits made on this pair at all. No profits made yet. It's like break even after all that. So I guess really people are waiting for news. Do we have any other news today? Some rate news? Anything important? Did anybody check? In 1 hour and 30 minutes, okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe we get some volatility, but I mean the price knows already what's going on, and I mean right now probably not, because it's not moving much, so hopefully it retraces more. If you're short, would be great, and at least target the 36 for now, at least, okay. The 1 hourly chart, yeah. I mean, it's easy to spot, right? You have the 4 hourly 1, 2, 3. You have a wedge also, that's correct, on the 1 hourly chart. So hopefully price comes out of here. This is the 4 hourly 1, 2, 3. Euro GBP, remember expected the retracement, we want this 1 2 3, but we need the break of that line. So ideally a setup over there would be great. And Euro CHF, there we go, it's still going down, but again, since yesterday on a retrace, touched the 36, and now we're expecting something there. If you look, as I said, I don't like it because it's ranging and it could go down, but it could go also bounce and then move up again, trying to find resistance there. So no changes there. Euro yen still very, very profitable. Nice short trades here, and it retraced a little bit, but it looks like it really wants to move lower again and trying to hit support. GBP/JPY, exactly the same story since yesterday. And GBP/CHF, as I said, it's not on my watch list right now because it's like not going anywhere. I don't like it. And the Euro Aussie, of course, got breaking the 36, now short. We targeted line since yesterday, nothing changed there. Ideally, it would be great if we could get another 4 hourly 1 2 3, at least something on the 1 hourly. So let it touch, it might range a little bit and then move lower. Of course, ideally the 4 hourly retracement would be great. We also have gold didn't change, as we said yesterday, it's still there. We're waiting for this on the break. But GBP Canadian dollar, we still expect the bounce. It's going down. We had our we had our bounce trades, and we also had aggressive breaks here to hedge up a position, but other than that we didn't have any 4 hourly setup. So we still need the price to go down, reach support, and here we want to see, will it bounce or will it just create a lower high and then break? Of course, then we go again short, and we would target 36 EMA. That could be 1,000 pips move, right, as we said yesterday. So I just wanted to do the quick update from yesterday here. Look at CHF yen, that is still going down. Again, the 4 hourly 1 2 3 is there. Yes, after the crossover, lower highs, lower lows, a lot of resistance and everything. An entry, a stop of about 60 pips. And again, it looks like the Euro yen or GBP/JPY, they're all doing the same pattern, right? It's just retracing, trying to reach support. Ideally, if we get another 1 2 3 would be great, so we could find new entries to short this. About the Dow, as we said, if it comes back into this range, then we'll target the lows here. And is you see we got this 4 hourly 1 2 3, the only chance. Another one with a 633 retracement. This went down another 500 points, and it's trying really to reach probably the support in this previous channel. Okay, now Kathy says I have the hedge on the CHF yen, one lot long and one short, price in the middle of both. Okay, look, that's good, isn't it? It's a win-win situation. You hedged it up, you didn't lose anything, you don't make more, but you are safe with the remaining lot. So this can go down 1,000 pips or up 1,000 pips. If you don't touch it, you still make whatever is left with a hedged position, right? So how many pips are hedged? More or less, Kathy. Yeah, the long price broke the 36. You probably used one of those 4 hourly 1 2 3s to hedge. I don't know which one, but more or less they're all the same area. So with how many pips are you hedged? Can you tell me? several hundred. Okay, what, 600, 500? Okay, 300. Okay, 300 points. And the short is 60 pips in profits, is what you're saying? So you hedged up a little bit late. You should hedge somewhere there, right? Should have a hedge somewhere up here where you get the 4 hourly. Okay, you did it on the 5-minute chart. Okay, ideally what you want to do is when the 36 EMA breaks on the daily, right, and you trail it on the daily, of course you want to switch to the 4 hour, look for the 4 hourly 1, 2, 3s below that. So the 200 here is the 36 on the daily more or less, and one of those 1, 2, 3s could have should have triggered your hedge. Okay, then you would just take the short, remove all the stops from the long and the short. Price moves down right now here, it doesn't matter, but how far it goes down, you're hedged up since up here, and now that you look on the weekly chart, you expect the price at least to go to the 36 EMA. Okay, and down here you will see what happens if the price is bouncing on it, and you get again a nice 4 hourly 1, 2, 3, a long 1, 2, 3, and looks really good. Candle will start changing color here also on the daily will visibly, you will see the first white candle. What you do is you then, if you get a 4 hourly long after the bounce in this area, you get rid of the short again. Okay, take whatever profits you made and leave the long running again and see how far that goes again. And as long as you have a daily confirmation and weekly looks good and you get the first white candle, let's say on the weekly chart, the chance that the price will move at least back to the high, hopefully higher, is very big, right? So if that happens, you just stay in. If you see the price change direction again, it goes against you, then you get rid of the long and keep whatever is left. Okay, but because you were hedged, you won't, whatever you do, you won't lose. You will only make the existing profits you had already, or of course a little bit more, because you also hedged, you made something on the shorts. So it's a very good strategy, and well done for trying out. It doesn't matter if you did it late, really, it doesn't really matter, but you tried it out so you get a feeling for it. It's very important. And you do that a couple of times, Kathy, you'll see how powerful and relaxing that can be. That's okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just taking action. That's about it. Remember, you have the passion for trading, right? You want that. You want it to work. You want it to grow the account. You want to focus on what looks good on the chart, and then take the setups as they appear. Always be, try to be happy about the decisions you make if you have done the top-down approach correctly, and just focus on the bigger targets and then apply the strategy so it becomes like a second nature to you, and then you will see everything works out fine. As long as you like what you do, you have passion for it, that will be then your truth, right? And it will make you feel good and also start growing the account, and you make money with it. If it's something you just want, I don't know, you want to prove a point or something, or you kind of oh man, a friend of mine does it, and so I have to do it as well. It cannot be that my friend or my neighbor does it and I can do it. That's not a good reason, right? You need the reason to trade like this, to trade swing trades, to actually focus on the charts and take the trades according to the rules. This is something you really want to kind of, as you said, love it, right? If you don't love it, you will do more mistakes. The markets won't help. Okay, it will all look a little bit funny to you. But if you have the passion for it, you will see you will always get, not always, but mostly get the good setups, especially on the higher time frames. You don't have to be stressed at anything. It's just having fun and doing it, you know, because it's a passion. Yeah. Many traders trade for the wrong reason. They just trade because they think only about the money. And of course we want to make the money, but it's a bad thing to start with. Yeah, just okay, you need the money. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to show off? Showing everybody how much money you made? Not a good reason. You want to be, let's say, competitive, show somebody else that you can do it, you are the man or the woman, and you know, you are better than others. Wrong reason, okay? You have to just like it. Now I watched a video yesterday which was really interesting. Somebody said, what is the truth? What is the real truth in life? What is really true? And everybody looks at it differently, right? If you discuss something in a group and everybody has a different opinion, so everybody has a different truth. Everybody thinks that what he's saying is the truth and everybody else is wrong. So you have different ways of people looking at things, right? So different truths. But there's only one thing that is really true, and we all know it, and that's actually that at some point we are going to die, right? That is something nobody can really discuss or change it. That is something we all know. Yeah, but it's true, right? That is really true. At some point, hopefully not yet, but at some point later on, that's the real truth. Everything else is really depending on how you look at it, right? So what if that's the only real thing? So if you don't know what you want to do in your life, what you really have passion for, what you like, then it's a waste of time, isn't it? So you really have to figure out what is the one thing, or not the one thing, one of many things could be that you really like and have passion for it. And with trading, it's very important that you really like it and that you really have passion for it. Because if you don't have it, it will never really work. It will always be that in the end you kind of break even if you're lucky, or from time to time you make a good trade, or sometimes, you know, it's just not going anywhere. It will be always at the same, you will always be at the same spot more or less, not moving. And if you then at some point decide that you really like and you start feeling it and you have the passion for it, and you don't think in terms of I have to be better than this guy or I don't know what, if you forget about these things, then it will work out fine and it will really start growing the account. And at some point you are like, okay, it's just part of who I am, and that's why it's working, and because I have the passion for it, it's all also growing my account, right? It makes profit. I go to the bank, I take money out of my account, I continue trading, I grow lots. I just have fun doing it, okay? And that should be with all the paths of our life, I guess, right? We have to figure out what's really what we really like to do, and if trading is one thing you really like, you just need to focus really on your success. But how? Just by having passion and following the rules, money management rules, entry exit rules, and just have fun, smile, don't get nervous, don't get angry about it. I'm not saying every day is Christmas, right? It's not always we don't have the, let's say, the passion every day to do the same thing. There are some days where you just want to take a break, do something else, don't even look at charts for a week or so. That's okay. It doesn't mean that you don't like it anymore. It's just that you need a break, do something else. That's okay, yeah? What did you say, Jean? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you start dying. Okay, we don't have to be that we don't have to, dark or doing it, making a drama out of it. But I'm just saying that we only have probably this chance to do something, right? You all have a chance to do something in your life to make a difference, not to prove it to others, just because you like it, and then automatically people will see that. Because I don't think that many people really do what they like. Okay, when you sit, I don't know, with friends, you have a discussion with, I don't know, 10 people, 20 people. Most of them are grouchy all the time, have to complain about stuff, right? And that's I think, because they don't have a clue what they really want to do. And it's not only the jobs. Yeah? It's not only, as Kathy said, most have jobs. Okay, it's okay to if you like your job, it doesn't matter if it's a job that doesn't make much money, as if you have passion for it. Hey, great. Yeah, as long as you are happy, it's okay. Yeah, it's really bad to judge people just because they don't drive a Mercedes or something. It is really stupid. You're missing the point. Now, if you like the Mercedes, okay, no problem. Then you or the BMW or whatever. Okay, then trade if you like trading. Grow that account, make money, buy it. Okay, that's your thing. It's really whatever you like to do. And as I said, if you follow your passion, people will notice, because you will look different to others, right? You are happier, you have I don't know, it's just pointing out, these people are just pointing out. Did you never notice, and when you go somewhere, talk to people, chat to people, that some are just different? Okay, they have a confidence, good confidence, they are just different. Okay, and that's what you want to be, different, and different is good, I guess. It's nothing bad. And I have seen that in my own past, every time I did something and I had passion for it, and I tried to explain to people, they were looking at me like I was an alien or something, like, what is he talking about? Okay, and most people react because they fear it, I guess. They have a reaction like, okay, get out of this fantasy world, do something real. And what is real? And real, again, there we go. For them, it's probably something that for you is just a joke or something like that. It's how you look at things. And if you don't get out of this, how can I say that? It's difficult in English again for me. This mentality of living in a cage or something. Trading is not getting easier. Yeah, you have to open up a little bit and really breathe in, breathe out, have fun, and do. This is really simple, right? Especially on the higher time frames. If you just do a little bit of research, you do a top-down approach and just check daily charts after weekly trend line breaks, and you just go for each and every daily 1, 2, 3. Okay, on some pairs you might not get any, or they are too late and you have to let them go. But you do that on 10 pairs, just go back last year, last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You see, just by trading the daily 1, 2, 3s, wherever they appear, how much pips you could have made without thinking too much about anything. Okay, just by having fun drawing the lines and trade a little bit, and you know, you do that a couple of times and the passion will grow. Yeah, and you don't overanalyze things, you don't think too much, you don't try to get into other people's brains. So what are all the other million traders doing? Okay, when I go long, will they also go long? Will it go up? Will the big guys go long? Will it go down? What about the news? So many questions you can never answer. Yeah, because even if you could read their minds, probably they don't even know what to do, right? Most people don't know what to do, especially when they trade. So even if you would be in people's minds, you would not figure out what they're thinking because they don't have a clue. It's just too complicated, too much noise. And really keep it simple. That is something took me a couple of years to understand what people mean by that. Okay, keep it simple, but how? So you know how, right? When it comes to trading, basic powerful trend lines, bounces in a big range, for instance, and after that look just at daily charts, for instance, only, and you can see how many powerful trades you could have made just on the daily chart. And that would mean 10 minutes trading a day, looking at a chart 10 minutes. It's not that much work, is it? And then you can spend much time doing other things you really like, and you don't have to focus too much on analyzing the charts hours and hours and try to figure out what will happen next. Don't you understand what I mean? You should probably, yeah? After doing all that for so many weeks and months. Yeah, I know it's a little bit. Some people might ask, hey, what has that anything to do with trading? It's everything, actually. Yeah, everything we just said has to do with trading. You figure out. I mean, we said that and we talked about that many times before. You will figure out who you are when you start trading with real money, right? You start losing money, you get maybe very, very angry. You cannot talk to people, you cannot focus anymore. You start sweating, cannot breathe. You know, stuff like that happened to me when I lost the whole account in a day. Or I don't know if you know the story, I smashed a chair on the wall and my wife came in. We were not married then. And she said, "Who are you? I don't know you anymore," right? So that was really something tense, and I didn't like it at all because that was not really who I was. It was just a very bad reaction, and I had so many bad thoughts in my mind you know, getting together at some point in 1 minute that my brain couldn't handle it. So I had to kill somebody or smash a chair on the wall. So I chose the chair. Now, the thing is, I'm not saying that you should start smashing chairs, right? But I figured out that this is not good, right? I cannot be that angry just because I lost money. And really, I mean, it was about the money because I couldn't afford to lose it actually, but I wouldn't die because of that. The thing was, the ego was too strong. Like I said, it cannot be that I just lost my account. You just don't believe it. It can be that I'm that stupid, right? It has nothing to do with stupid. It was really bad money management. That was all. Okay, if you look back, the only reason I killed the account was bad money management. The signal was not even bad. It was a good setup, for instance. Okay, it was right at the beginning when I started, you know, working on the system. It looked great, but it just didn't work. Yeah, you had a perfect 1, 2, 3 like that, for instance, on a, what was it, 5-minute chart or something. Price gave me a great signal, and then it just smashed. What I didn't know was that I had on a daily, 4-hour and weekly major resistance exactly where I entered. So I went long. It didn't even go my way for 1 pip. It just immediately crashed. And then there were some news also, and it just dropped. And I did not want to take the loss, a small loss, for instance. Let's imagine it's a 5-minute chart down here, you know, with, I don't know, 10, 15 pips a loss or something. I just let it run, and it was just the beginning of a new short trend. And after the day, it just dropped, I think, by 1,000 points. And I risked too much, and at the end of the day, I got the margin call. That was it. Okay, and it happened to me 3 times. And then you have to decide, do you want to continue to do that, or do you want to do something else? And because, as I said, I still have a healthy ego, I said, okay, it's a good thing to a point. Now that I know how to lose that much money so quickly, it was not really, if you think about it, it was not really losing. It was actually learning. So I figured out, I found a way to really quickly lose my money. Yeah. So it's not actually a very bad thing. Yeah, you just turn it around and say, okay, I lost the money, but actually I know what I did. So I have a really great way. If somebody wants to lose money really quickly, I can tell them right away. Okay, and it's a good reminder for myself. So actually what you do, you learn a lot very, very quickly. The thing is that you have to remember the stupid things so you can change it. So I just woke up one morning and said, okay, I just don't do that anymore. And I didn't do it anymore. I did other mistakes, many, many other little mistakes, but that's okay. Everybody does them, right? And then every time you learn from the mistakes, you see something. Yeah, you start seeing things that are actually real on the chart, and you just react and take action when the time is right. And then suddenly the money comes back. So the money is just kind of a byproduct. It's just happening if you focus on the right thing and still have passion for it and also fun doing it, right? Okay, I know it's I think it's enough philosophy again for today, but you get the point. And it's really important that that we start focusing on the higher time frames, just because the higher time frames, as you know, are giving you the real picture. So it's a better truth, okay, than the time frames down here on the 5-minute chart, for instance. Okay. You still have the action and everything, but you can never really understand what's going on if you only watch this without knowing what the 4-hourly says, what the daily says. Okay. And right now, because that already happened, you got your 1, 2, 3s on this pair, for instance. It might retrace, maybe not. But if you know that that's the reaction, that's what the market does. And if it bounces, the chance it will reach this area is high. And it's that simple. You just go for it and manage to trade according to the rules. Okay. Do we have any other questions about any pairs, about a trade you might have open and running? You also probably figured out that we have some changes in the members area, and that's because we'll change the name of it. Yeah, it's called the Complete Trader Program. It's not the Inner Circle anymore, and I'm going to upload these days new trading plans from members, some nice Excel sheets for you to create a trading journal in the plan, more videos, updated ebooks. I have the ebooks, some new charts, and some also on the swing trading ebook, the 1-hourly chart. The scenarios are in there, so I will upload all the new ebooks and the modules. We will add more videos to it. And this will be for people that don't want to join, let's say, monthly. You could also join it with a one-time payment, and we'll have also monthly live rooms with topics that we focus on. Could be a strategy like what we do. Jeff is going to share some of his strategies there that he's using for stocks and forex. Could be psychological things, something we discussed today, and all these very important parts of trading that we do. They're also live and also record this. Okay, so play around in these modules. Soon you'll see, like after 2-3 days, I will have more content and charts and indicators, also uploading some more indicators that are helping, splitting the positions into multiple parts. Jean here had a good idea. They're programmers. I think it's Dukascopy, right? That will actually program something for us, so you can place a trade immediately with your 3 lots and then put in the lot size, and they probably calculate your risk immediately. You can set it to 0.5%, and then it will tell you exactly how many lots you have to put into each lot and things like that. So we are I'm going to update this very soon and add stuff to it, and that's why sometimes you're trying. I got some emails, people couldn't find the live room, and it was my mistake. I had accidentally deleted the link, so you will find it again there under, it's I think live room and updates, right? So that's where you want to check to look what's new, look for new stuff in this area there, in the members area. Okay, if we don't have any other questions, then we just call it a day. You know what to do. And in about 10 minutes we have the Renko bars course. Okay, so see you in the other room in about 10 minutes.